Hi, hello, good morning, and TGIF. I probably will not post this on a Friday, because I don't normally post on Fridays. But thank God it's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. I gotta get ready for work, and in my head, I was like, I want to do something colorful, but muted, which I didn't know what that meant. Like, I woke up and was just like, you know, thinking. And then I looked through all of my palettes and I tried to like find something that matched what my vibe felt like. And so I ended up pulling this Pat McGrath Labs Mothership palette. I think it's the Bronze Seduction, I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't know which one this is. I can't do Roman numerals either. Oh wait, Mothership 5. But this one. And I was drawn to this purple, but to also this coppery shade right here and this one, which is very kind of flippy, very light. Can't even really tell. Very pretty though. So I thought I would do kind of like an outer purple with one of those two shades. And I also feel like it's been a long time since I used a Pat McGrath palette. Ooh, and then there's these flakies. That would probably be a very good complement to that flippy shade, just as like a topper. Kind of change the reflect a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. Bright, but muted. Can you tell me what color those are? Probably not. Can you see that I'm wearing color? Yes. So that's the plan. And I haven't done a proper, I feel, get ready with me in a while. I feel like I've been doing a lot of music and just sped up get readies because I'm just kind of easing back into the YouTubes. And so I thought we would chat a little today. In a recent video, I talked about the Smashbox Always On foundation, which I really, really like, except, not even except, but note that anytime I use anything underneath primer-wise, it does not look good. There is a like built-in primer to this one, which is really nice, but I'm always like, hey, you know, I can always just use other primers to like enhance my skin in other ways, make it more glowy, mattify it, whatever. Not the case. Definitely not the case. Excuse me. With this foundation. So, but this 5-in-1 essence doesn't really seem to make a big difference. So, in terms of how it looks, I like the way the primer makes my skin feel. What does it do? Let me tell you. It smooths conditions, refines pores, balances, and prolongs makeup. And I agree with all of that. Whereas like if I used the e.l.f. Grip Primer, I feel like then the foundation just looks really heavy. It doesn't really ever sink in. It just kind of looks like it's just on top of my face. And it's just weird. It's like a really weird thing. So it's like, I guess kudos to Smashbox for making a truly no primer needed foundation. But as someone who's trying to work through their collection of stuff, I'm like, oh gosh, I've got to use this whole foundation with no primers. I could probably go through 2 primers in the time it takes me to use this foundation, but I digress. What is it? I've been seeing a lot on TikTok anyway. Sulavu or whatever. So, yeah. And I've been like seeing other foundations and stuff. I really want to buy the NARS Light Reflecting, but like that's like really nice. That looks really nice. The NARS Light Reflecting foundation, I want to repurchase that because I just miss it. But I still have, I have this Always On. I have a Laura Mercier. I have a Hourglass Stick foundation. And that's it for my open foundations. But I also have another Maybelline Skin Tint. And now that it's gonna start getting warmer, we just had our like 1 week of spring here in College Station. So it's gonna start getting hot. It's already getting humid. And I think a skin tint is probably the way to go. It just doesn't feel as heavy. It's lightweight. You know, offers the coverage I want and need. Still looks like I'm wearing foundation is what I mean. I don't know how people make, like, no makeup and stuff. How it looks real skin-like. I don't know. I kind of want to look like I'm wearing makeup. I spend a lot on makeup. I would like it to be noticed. But I should try to do that again. I should try to do like a no makeup. And I've got the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, which I replaced the e.l.f. Halo Wand with. Just did not like it. It made such a mess. The product itself was fine, but the product made a mess, and that's what I didn't like. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I was like, get out of here. So talking about filming and getting back on the grind and all that jazz, and I know this doesn't like really matter in the long run, but I believe in full transparency, and I like sometimes to know what goes on behind the scenes. So here's what I'm thinking. I think I normally, since starting YouTube, have posted twice a week, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I like that. Twice a week feels good. And if I am on top of what I want to do, I've got a stockpile. So I've got a couple of weeks at least. So right now, currently, I am 3 weeks ahead. So things are posting, but I still have, maybe at this point, 2 more weeks in the books. So I'm already starting to schedule out for May, which is great. I think it makes it a little hard because then I feel like, is this timely? You know, am I filming things and posting them too far away? Which makes me hesitant to do like Chatty Get Ready With Me's, because then like you'll be listening to me talk about things that happened a month ago. I don't know. It's not that big of a concern, but also I was thinking to even expand that is to only book 3 videos, 3 weeks of video, and taking that 4th one off. Just for like balance, you know? Just to be like, hey, you worked hard on all of these videos. You got them up. You get to take a week off to continue filming and kind of still growing that stockpile. But, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I do the same thing with Instagram, not necessarily like taking weeks off or anything. Oh, this is the Nudies Glow in the shade Bubbly Baby. But I get a stockpile of pictures. I just take pictures of my face every day for the most part, unless it's like the most boring makeup ever. And I just throw them into a scheduler, which we can talk about that in a minute. And I just like book them out. And eventually I either stop taking pictures and then run out of a stockpile, or I'm just kind of, I'm set for a good long while. Like I took a break from Instagram in December, like before Christmas. And I had probably, I think like 10 or 12 pictures in my queue still to be posted, which I like still had purple hair and all that, but like that doesn't really matter to me. So when I decided to come out of my hiatus, I already had pictures to pull from, right? Because I had not been taking pictures, honestly. I didn't start taking pictures of my makeup again until like 3 weeks ago. So well into April before I started documenting my looks again. Every now and then when I thought like, oh, that's a really nice look. But for the most part, I did like really boring ass makeup. And nobody needs to see 17 pictures of a boring ass makeup. So this is the Nudies Matte All Over Blush color in Body Language. Just makes me think of Ursula. So yeah, now that I'm back on my bullshit, I was just trying to think of how can I sustain this? How can I give myself grace and time. You know, I'm always doing my makeup, be it for work or this, wanting to be more creative and everything, but sometimes it's too much to just constantly be filming. I don't know how people make this their whole jobs, because I got really tired of it, and I've been doing YouTube for 2 years, I think. And I used to think, man, if only I could make it big in YouTube. And after like a year and a half, I was like, no. There was extenuating circumstances, I think, for some of the things that I felt. But, yeah, I'm just trying to be realistic about what I can do, because I do enjoy. That's why I do YouTube, is because I really enjoy it. I like filming. I think it's fun. I like that I can add my voice to the conversation, but I'm also not like integral to it. I'm not, you know, I don't have hundreds of millions of followers, although I have over 100 followers now. Thank you so much. I love seeing that. If you put all of my followers in a room, that's a lot of people, and that's amazing, and I'm so grateful for that. You guys like take the time to subscribe and watch my videos and listen to my silly little get ready with me's. I pulled the kimchi Tyler Get Low highlighter. Looks like that. I'm gonna use the champagne side because it's just so pretty. So yeah, thank you so much for following, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting. Like, I really do this for fun. I really enjoy doing it, and I don't want to not love it anymore. And if that means giving myself a little bit of time, having my little stockpile, being able to pull from it, and not have to record every other day to keep up, I think that's gonna be good. And then Instagram's whatever. Like, Instagram is what it is. Neither of these are better than the other. They're different types of fun for me. My little Instagram community means a lot to me over there, and I basically continue Instagram at this point to stay connected with them, and to share my looks and everything, but I don't know, it's just not what it used to be. And it's not even about the likes and everything. It never was. It was never about the pasta. VPR? Any VPR fans? It was never about the likes. Maybe in the beginning, but also I can't compete. I can't keep up. I know the panning community is huge, but I don't even think of myself as a real panner because of the volume of makeup I still have and continue to buy. And, you know, I'm really trying to focus on panning this year, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't feel like a real panner. Not that they wouldn't include me in their community, but, it's not like so elite or anything. It's still a very welcoming place. But I'm not buying makeup. I'm also not buying makeup at the volume that I used to. So I feel like, you know, a lot of my, not that a lot of my looks are the same, because I should be able to make infinite amount of looks with the number of palettes and singles and glitters and shimmers that I have. But I don't have the latest and the greatest. I don't have brand new things. So I feel like it does get kind of old. I use the same products day in and day out, especially the ones that I'm trying to pan. So anyway, I guess I'm just trying to find my little spot in this world, in this little makeup world. And even if I'm the only one who enjoys my videos, which is not true because 100 of you subscribe. But I'm fine with that, right? Like, I enjoy it. It's for fun. And I think that's the biggest takeaway. Do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life. And it's not work because I don't get paid. So, we're going into the palette, and we're going in with this little mat right there, just to get us started. I, recently started, what did I say we could talk about? I don't know. Anyway, I have been rewatching Girls by Lena Dunham. Anybody watch that? I've actually watched it a few times, but I definitely watched it when it first aired in like the 2012s, and I thought it was revolutionary. I thought it was like, these are real people, this is a real girl with real issues, be it 20-year-old, 20-something issues, very self-centered, egocentric, living in New York, still highly unattainable. But, you know, she got into shenanigans. I think they talked about real things. And I just really liked it. And I think it was like in the, not the pilot, but the first couple of episodes when, this has a point, I promise. Hannah finds out she has HPV. And she's at the doctor and she's talking to the gynecologist or whatever. And she kind of was like, yeah, I would give anything to... She basically just explained, like, what being a 20-year-old is like. And the doctor was like, you couldn't pay me enough to go back to being in my 20s. And Hannah was like, well, they're not paying me at all. And I just, like, really liked that. It's a great show. Did it age the best? Maybe not. It's not a perfect show. It does have its faults, but you know, I really enjoy it still. I think it's kind of like a comfort show to me. And like I love to hate them. I cringe at some of the things that they do now, in my mid-30s, but going in with that little pretty purple, I just think it's a really funny show. And yeah, you couldn't pay me to go back. I kind of feel the same, because I feel better in my 30s than I ever did in my 20s in lots of ways. And yeah, you could not pay me enough to go back to my 20s to feeling like that. If I could go back to my 20s feeling like I do now, I'd live a whole different life. I would do things so differently knowing what I know now. But that's really not how things work. So, yeah. You know, Marnie also at one point, was it Marnie? No, it was Shoshana, who is having a really hard time, this is like in season 4, having a really hard time finding a job, like finding a big girl job after she graduated college. And she like kind of, you know, sits down at the bar and she's just like, I just don't understand why nobody told us that it would ever be this hard. You know, like, why did nobody tell us this? And Marnie was like, that's kind of like all they tell us. They absolutely told us that. And it's true. The real world is hard. And again, just very relatable. In your 20s, you feel like, maybe you feel like, I say the royal you, not you, but it feels like you can do anything and that you're just on top of the world. You're young and probably beautiful. And you know, why wouldn't you be able to go out and get a job? And it's gonna be that easy. Like, people just don't realize how tough it is until they're out there. You don't know what you don't know, right? And then once you know, you can't forget. Everything is so hard. Pull you a little closer. Let's see what I'm doing. Nothing new here. Same thing that I always do. But that's that. But yeah, in my 30s, especially as I'm almost on the backside of 30, I'm just more confident in myself. I'm not happy a lot with like the way I look, but I'm more okay with how I look. My body is like body neutrality. I'm less mean to myself about that. We're gonna go in with this pretty shade right here, all over the rest of the lid. And yeah, like I feel like people respect me more. I've been doing my job long enough that, you know, I can provide help in different ways that I never felt confident or comfortable doing before. Like, you know, I was the person who was still asking for mentorship. And you always need mentorship. I don't think you ever outgrow that. But I also feel like I have something to give and to teach other people now. Like, I could be a mentor, Whereas I don't think I ever felt ready for that until just like even last year, when I was asked to be a mentor for a new outreach librarian who's not a new librarian, but just new to outreach. And she has an already like impressive set of skills that just kind of need to be transferred. I can show her how to do that. As well as like the relationship building aspects and everything. Anyway, you know, 2 years ago, I would have been like, oh no, I can't do that. Like, who am I? I am me. And I'm really good at what I do. Like, you know, I don't know. I think maybe people in their 20s think that, but aren't actually, you know? And I think I actually am. Ooh, I really like how this look is turning out. I don't know if I want to add that topper. I'm going to, but... So yeah, you can never pay me enough to go back to my 20s. No, thank you. I would like to stop aging. I'd like to maybe stay in my 30s since they are so nice. But, I mean, it's a privilege to age. Aging doesn't scare me. I just like where I am right now. I want to continue to enjoy that. Going in with that topping, little flaky topper. Oh, maybe. Oh no. I really like this. Let me see what it looks like on my hand. So that's what's on my eyelids right now. And then boop, 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 boop. It doesn't change it that much. I'll look at it again without anything on it. Alright, we're gonna do it. It's just like extra sparkle. And then I gotta wrap this up. We gotta get going. Kind of added a touch more gold. I'm going back in with the first shade, just kind of sandwiching them. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I kind of wish these had like shade names. Like, I don't know what to call that. I wish it had a name. Fear of a name only increases the fear of the thing itself. Right? Is that what she says? Hermione? Oh. Cool. Oh no, that was not the color I used. I used purple. Go back in just a little bit. Reinforce that color. A little more depth. Wow. I like it. Also, speaking of TV shows that I'm watching, I don't watch anything new. I think my overall anxiety is better than it used to be. I don't have the energy for new characters. I don't have the time to commit to new shows that probably will get canceled. So I am now watching Sherlock again. Remember Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman? That's a great show. I'm watching it because I am listening to the first Arthur Conan Doyle Sherlock book, Study in Scarlet, and it was just making me think of Sherlock, obviously, because that is what that is made from. And I was like, man, I want to see this in action. And so I did. And I started watching it last night. And I was immediately comforted. I was like, this is nice. This is nice. Also watching RuPaul season 15. So good. I'm in love with all of the queens. Like, pretty much every queen. I'm like, they're all amazing. And I feel like this season, that season 15 is been great so far. If you hated season 15, don't tell me. I don't want to know why. I think it's amazing. Lux Noir, London, that design challenge that she won with that pantsuit. Oh my god, like I think about that every day. Every day I think about that pantsuit. To wing or not to wing? Of course we wing. I was with a friend the other day, as I am wont to do. And we were just talking silly stuff, like no rhyme or reason to the directions of our conversation. And then I think he was asked if you could get a gold medal in something, what would it be? In anything. And his answer was very much like what it would be for him. And I was like, yes, you would absolutely get a gold medal in that. That is correct. You are right. And I said that I would get a gold medal in eyeliner, in winged eyeliner, because I could just bang them out. Like, nothing to it. I say, as this is not a good wing, personally. Not digging that one. Two very different wings. I got cocky. I don't know what to tell you. But normally, I can just bust out a wing. It's like, bam, there. And I'm very proud of my wing capabilities. So, there's that. That fun conversation there. And well, it got us talking about makeup and stuff. He's not a makeup person. But I was just like, yeah, in like 2017, I decided that I was gonna wear a wing every day. And I went to work sometimes looking real stupid with real bad wings. But I did it because I said I wanted to every day. And I did it. And about probably 5-6 months in, market difference. Like, I was like, all of a sudden, they were very good wings. And ever since then, winged liner is pretty easy to me. And that's on practice. Practice makes perfect. So, if you don't do wings, or if there's something, you know, some technique that you want to do, just do it. Start doing it and do it every day. You do it every day, it gets a lot easier to be better at it. If you only practice it once a month, well, it's going to take a very long time to get good at it. This is empty. I'm calling that empty. Thank God. I hated this. Put that in my little basket. And we've got mascara. This is the Big Bad Lash. Yeah, Big Bad Lash by Revlon. Which I've been having a hard time with mascara lately. Any of them, like, it's just been, I don't know if it's my lashes, but it's just been getting like really clumpy. And like even now you can kind of tell, like it's just really like stuck together. I'm not having a hard time like with the volume, I guess. Especially on this eye. This eye is always better, but not immune. Yeah. Just kind of piecey. Not the look I'm going for. So what I've been doing, but it really is every mascara that I use. It's not this one. This is still a good mascara. I've bought it many a time. What I've been doing is going in with the spoolie and just kind of like combing through it, trying to fan it out. That's fine. I'll take it. Anyway, freckles as the last touch, and then I'll get dressed. I will probably do I don't know what lippy to do. I know what lippy I would like, but I don't know if I have it, which is crazy because I have a lot of lippies, but I can't think of one that I have that would be what I'm thinking about. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So I will be right back with a lipstick, and I will be dressed, and we'll finish this video. A proper chatty get ready with me. Boy, was I chatty. All right, I will be right back. And I'm back. Surprise, surprise, wearing a black shirt. Who am I, if not predictable? It is a fun Fall Out Boy shirt my sister got me. So, it's not completely black, and it matches the vibes. So I got this color. This is, I feel like I wore this not too long ago, but the lipstick lingerie, push-up lingerie push-up in the shade Embellishment. And on we go. Guess you would like to see what I'm doing, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted kind of like a plummy, a muted, like plummy grayish lippy, but more plum than gray. I don't know. Like, I can see it in my head, and it's actually a color that I look for often that I'm just unable to find. I feel like Evangeline Molly? What's her name? She does Witches on Broomsticks with her mom. I need to know her name. Yeah, Evangeline Molly, I got it. I've seen some pictures and I've like screenshotted it. I think they're Lisa Eldridge, and I should just probably buy those. But I'm also trying to not buy liquid lipsticks anymore. I'm trying to move away from liquid lips. They're too drying. As much as I love them and I love the look that matte lipsticks give you, it's, call it maturing, mature skin, mature lips, but it's just too hard. It's too hard to wear them. So I think that's what has prevented me, but I should like look into her catalog again and see if she has anything similar. So, or if Lisa Eldridge has a same but different formula. So anyways, I do have to get going, but here's the look. I really like it. It's kind of exactly what I was going for. It's kind of colorful. It's very glittery. That's the bonus. But I just was kind of looking for something muted, but still kind of impactful. Packs a punch. And I do believe this packs a punch. So thank you for getting ready with me. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one.